Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, we ask that you please stand for today's remembrance ceremony. We welcome once again our official party to the stage. The ANZAC Ode will be read by the RSL President, Ray James. Corporal David Willis will then play the last post. That will be followed by a moment's silence and then the rouse.
They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, and steady and aglow. They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them, lest we forget.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the national anthems of New Zealand and Australia.
Just like that, we are underway, getting ready now for the main match of the this traditional Anzac Day clash here between the Sydney Roosters and the St George Dragons. I'm just going to check something quickly because for some reason Streamlabs did do an error. I just want to see if we are fully live. Completely. Just want to check that we are all good. Just checking that we are all okay. Yep, we are good. So here we are. Hello everybody. There has been a lot of updated changes to the team sheet, so I can't exactly give them out. DJ, do you not have uni work to be doing? I did all of it prior to this. I had like half of my main assessments due during the last couple of weeks, so basically all at the moment it's been quizzes, which I've already done, so I can get this weekend prepared. So don't worry, I am still taking my my uni work seriously. It is all good. So Jack Hoffman. So one of the biggest days and one of the biggest matches of the regular season. So where is the KFC feed? I had that last night. Mawasi said, "Do you think St George will win?" I think there is a chance that St George can win, but if I had to make a prediction, I would have to go for the Roosters. I do know that Aria Hargreaves and Verrills, who were originally meant to be in the starting lineup, have now been moved to the bench as Marsh and Collins now come onto the starting lineup. So in the last 4 ANZAC games, it has been very evenly split. 2 wins for the Roosters and 2 wins for the Dragons. And at the traditional ground for back in the 80s is where they had the grand final, the Sydney Cricket Ground. Congratulations, Lachlan Van Hoyt. So a lot of big surprises that have come out of these matches recently. As of course the Bulldogs getting their first win yesterday, the Cowboys beating the Raiders, and just a few minutes ago the Manly Sea Eagles dominating the West Tigers. So they were still waiting now for the kickoff. It has still not happened yet, as I believe yet, but it's not kicked off yet. So here we go now. The Sydney Roosters in the light blue. So Tedesco will be kicking off. I believe they're running that side of the field, so it'll be the Dragons who receive the ball first.
And these two clubs boasting records of 4-2 through 6 rounds so far this season. But both coming off defeats last week. They want to be back in that winner's circle as quick as possible. And Jack burned the man on your screen.
Roosters kicking off. We are underway at the SCG. I shouldn't say that because it hasn't happened yet. The kickoff has not happened as of yet. This is the only one that is actually being broadcasted on NBN.
This is it. ANZAC Day, the clash of the Roosters and the Dragons underway on a Sunday
On the streams, it's alright, Jack off, but it's all good. So here we go. The kickoff is underway, and the Dragons take the first hit up on the 15 for the first tackle. Yeah, Lachlan was asking me for some advice that I was able to help him. So there's the second tackle now. That is number 10. That is Vaughton. He makes it to the 20 for the second tackle. And there's a bit attempted offload there. And the Roosters have gotten the ball here. 25 metres away from the try line now. There's a bit of a dumb idea for an offload. But now the Roosters have possession. There's the 0 tackle. Now it's the first tackle there. That is number 17. That is Collins, who has come into the starting team, replacing Virils. And now that is number 9. That is...
11 metres away from the line. And it's the Roosters fans who are excited early.
So now that's a second tackle now. Oh, and there's a knock on now by the Roosters. And now St George have gotten the ball back on the 15-metre line. Oh, and there's a knock on. A bit of a forward play, so it's another bit of knock on. So 3 knock-ons in the first minute. And now the Roosters will have a scrum feed 15 metres out from the try line. A bit of chaos starting at the beginning. Welcome back, Indie Vlogs lover. So after a bit of a dodgy play, so now it is a scrum feed 15 metres out for the Sydney Roosters to get their potentially get the first points in the game. With what a weird 90 minutes to start off this matchup. So now here come the Roosters. They got Tedesco now, has the ball inside the 10, and that's a bit of a high shot, and it's going to be a penalty to the Roosters. 3 drop balls and a penalty within the first 2 minutes. So now they're going to probably just take a tap here, 10 metres out. Another full set of 6 here for the Roosters. Are they taking the 2? Oh, they are taking the 2. Okay. That was a bit of a dodgy high shot there. It was a bit stupid. But anyways, there is the kick. So it's going to be a kick here by the young Walker to make it 2-0 with 2.5 minutes gone in this matchup.
Tedesco for the Roosters, so they needed to take these 2 points and then start the game all over again, both teams. So, you know, crazy start.
Yeah, it was a bit. That was a definite high shot there. It was number 13. It was Ono from the Dragons with the shot on Tedesco. So here comes Walker now for the Roosters to get the first points of the game. This will be his second kick in his career, in his season. Here comes the kick from Walker. And he's missed it! And it's gone out on the full. And it's from relatively, not in front, but relatively should be a simple kick. But he has somehow shanked it. So it's going to be a 20-metre restart and a 7 tackle. No, they're going to kick, aren't they? Yeah, it's a 20-metre kick for the Dragons. What a crazy bit of play here so far for the first 4 minutes. That should have been a fairly easy kick. But anyways, now that's number 8 for the Roosters. That is Leah who picks it up on the 25 for the Roosters. And now that's number 17 for the Roosters. That is Collins now who makes it to the 35 for the second tackle. Now here's the third tackle. That is Radley for the third tackle. Just shy of the halfway now. And now that is number 11 who's gotten an offload. There's Tedesco. Tedesco still going here. And he gets brought down 40 metres away from the try line now for the fourth tackle. Now there's a bit of a charge now. Hutchinson. Last tackle here. 30 metres away from the try line now. Here's Walker with the kick. And it's been knocked back. And the Roosters have it. But now the Dragons have it now. And the Dragons have picked it up on their 30. So it's going to be play on. So that is number 8 for the Dragons. That is Laurie who picked it up there. And there's the second tackle. Not much further gained for the second. So now, third tackle now for the Dragons. Just shy of the Dragons, 40. Now that's number 12. That is Tarek Sims, who makes it to halfway. Now that's for the fourth tackle. YT Catters TTV. I cannot share this game, unfortunately, due to copyright. It's a bit of an issue. There's the last tackle. There's a kick there by the Dragons. And it's been knocked on by Tupou. And now the Dragons. Oh, and they've given it away. But they're giving back the advantage. So they're going to go back for the knock on. Why did he offload it? So Tupou went up for the catch and he's dropped it forward. That was very unfortunate there for... And then an offload there by the Dragons, given straight back to the Roosters, but it's going to be no advantage. They should have... who was the number 18 for the Dragons? It was Birds. He should have given it straight to Ravalawa, and it would have been a try. So now, a scrum 10 metres out now for the Dragons. Now Pereira, number 20. He was on the reserves, but he's now starting. Now it's Laurie here. 5 metres away now. Second tackle. Now it's number 13. That is Fuamano. Almost broke through there. Third tackle here for the Dragons. And McCullough. On the fourth now. Just shot like a metre away from the try line now. The Dragons try to break through here, and again, it's another good, strong defence tackle there by the Roosters. Now, last tackle here for the Dragons. It's a grubber, and it's gone high up, and someone's gotten it, and it's a try. The Dragons have scored. So it was a grubber, and it was flicked high up by a Roosters player, and somehow a Dragons player has caught it and has grounded it. Hang on, I've got to review this. I don't even know who scored, but it was the Dragons. So it was a kick from Norman. It was a grubber. Then teed up. And then it was a one-on-one. And some Dragons player snatches it and grounds it right in front, just like a metre in. And it's been tied up over the black dot. It was number 3 for the Dragons. It is Bird. So it's flicked up by number 8 for the Roosters, which is Leah. And then it was a battle between number 6 by Hutchinson and Bird is able to take the ball and ground it. So just like that, it is Jack Bird getting his 21st career try, and has made it 4-0 with a kick to come for the Dragons. Hang on, now they're reviewing it. What? Yeah.
Bird touch it into Hutchison. Drew gets as high as he possibly. Tell you what. Oh, I don't know. Does he?
Surely.
I'll go back to original thought. I'll leave it at the don't even know why.
Hutchison tries to go. Now they're trying to see if Bird's knocked it on. No, he's maintained possession of that.
Possession there, but then he loses the ball. Drew Hutchison touches the ball, so Jack Bird has knocked the ball on.
So it's a what? I don't know how I feel about that. So it's not been given. So it was apparently a knock on. So it's no try. I don't agree with that at all. To me, it feels like it was a one-on-one strip. So apparently it's been given as a knock on. I feel like it was just a one-on-one strip and he's tried to ground it. I feel like that was a try, but anyways, there'll be a scrum feed. There'll be a goal line. Oh, so it was a goal line dropout. So it was a double knock on, but it was knocked on first by the Roosters. So at least the Dragons still have the ball. So now Vaughan now makes it to the 30-metre line for the second tackle. It is a set restart now for the Dragons. That's number 13. That is Fuamano. Now 15 metres away from the try line. Now they're saying there was potentially a knock on there by McCullough from dummy half, but no. Second tackle now. 5 metres away from the try line now, the Dragons. Now Dufty gets brought down on the 10 now for the third tackle.
9 minutes gone. No score. ANZAC Day, Fox League.
That is number 3. That is Bird. Bird trying to grow over, but he's at 2 metres away from the try line now. 4th tackle for the Dragons. Now Burns. Burns there held up now. Last tackle here for the Dragons. It's a grubber kick from Norman. And Tedesco's picked it up. And he's going to be brought down in the goal line. So it's going to be another goal line dropout to the Dragons.
After a sloppy start from both teams, that man on your screen has just stood up and controlled the tempo of this match off his own boot. Into no try for Jack Bird, and then have a look at the silky touch he does here. The set was going sort of left and right, really not making a dent in the Roosters.
So good bit of play there. Might not say, I wish they could review replays at normal speed. So at normal speed, it looked completely fine, but so there's the goal line dropout there as it makes it to halfway now. Oh! And Laurie runs straight into a brick wall and he gets brought down on the 35 for the first tackle. And now that's number 10, that is Vaughton, who makes it to the 30 for the second tackle. Oh, they've got numbers on the side here. That's no Loma. That is number 2. That is Ramsey. And Ramsey's now just shy of 10 metres away from the try line now. Third tackle. And Pereira. Pereira almost breaking through there. By KC feed for the game. No, it's a bit too far. And now Vaughton. And he gets held up now. Last tackle here for the Dragons. Right on the line here. And it's a short play. And it's a try now. And it's Tarek Sims. That's a try. That is a definite try. And Tarek Sims with the short pass straight given to him. And he barges through. And it's a 4. Now it's now 4-0 to the Dragons. With Tarek Rims scoring. Tarek Rims. So there's a 4-0 now with a kick to come now for the Dragons. That was a pass there from McCullough straight to an absolute charging ball that is Tarek Sims and goes over for a try. And just goes over and puts it down. He's too tough. Sam Walker playing. Sam Walker, he's for the Roosters because there is a Walker on the here for the Roosters. Number 7, he is playing. If that is Sam Walker, I think it is. So he is playing. He did have a penalty goal attempt from a relatively easy position, and he kind of missed it. Not kind of, he did, but... So now there it is. It's 4-0 with a kick to come now. Lomax, I believe, is the kicker. Zach Lomax, who was 1 for 3 against the Warriors in the last game. Now this to make it 6-0 with 11 minutes gone in this Anzac Day clash. And there's the kick by Lomax, and it goes down the middle. It is 6-0 to the Dragons. You Aussie? Yes, I am. Beautiful. So currently right now the bets are non-favourites because the Dragons are $3 to the Roosters $1.39. Very interesting. Yeah, so far, I think predominantly majority of the non-favourites have been winning these matches. Is it on 9? Yes, it is. This game is on 9. It's the only one that is on Channel 9. Because the next game, which is Storm, and Laurie going in again. Laurie's got no fear as he gets brought down on the 10 for the first tackle. So now Paul Vaughan now gets to the 20 for the second tackle. Come on, do a punish. Oh. It's a Sunday. I got uni tomorrow. I can't afford drinking, unfortunately. It's kind of weird that with the university, it's now... The lectures are at home, but the tutorials you have to go in for. And there's an early kick on the 4th. But it's a brilliant take there by Tupou for the Roosters now. And Tupou makes it to the 35 for the first tackle. And now, is that Brett or Josh Morris? I think that's Josh. There was Josh Morris there to the second now. Now that is number 17. That's Collins who makes it to halfway for the third tackle. Now Tedesco gives it off to number 11, which is Crichton, who gets brought back to 45 metres away from the try line now for the fourth tackle. Now they've got numbers now, Hutchinson. And the ball's gone out here, so it looks like it's going to be a... where is that Lachlan guy that's plugging his white t-shirt? I don't know where he's gone. I think it's alright, because he was talking to me in the pre-stream about how he does, how to do streams and all that. So, he'll be right. So Hutchinson tried to do a pass, and Morris tried to do a quick pass, but I believe that is Tupou. Hang on. So they're saying it's Ravalawa has had a bloody... So Ravalawa is saying it was a dog shot on Josh Morris here. Hang on. Josh Morris did get taken out. So Ravalawa has been put on report for the shoulder charge on Josh Morris. So it's a penalty to the Roosters. Oh, yeah. That almost looks very similar to that shot that, what's his name? Talakia did, but he didn't get the head. So Michaela Ravalawa is now in report from NSL. That's not Josh, it's Brett. Hang on, which one? Okay, number 3. Is number 3 Josh or Brett? Because I think they might have swapped numbers. And I was going to say, they both look the same. Well, it makes sense because they're literally brothers. But anyways, now 10 metres out from the try line now. First tackle here for the Roosters. Now Liu. Now 5 metres away from the try line for the second tackle. And now they've got numbers here. And Morris has given it off to Tupou. And the Roosters have scored. And the Roosters are back in it. So it'll be touch football. Yeah. So now the Roosters have now got a try there. So they made the penalty punish. I assume maybe NRL just might be like the Channel 9 might be 30 seconds ahead actually. So there it is. That Tupou gets the try. It's right near the corner, so it's now 6-4 with a kick to come. Now Walker's got to do a kick from the sideline to level this up. Now here comes Walker. And Walker has shanked it. So he's 0 from 2 this game. So it's 6-4 to the Dragons. It remains. With 15 minutes gone in this matchup. What an offload. Yeah, that's... Those quick hand offloads, that's how... It's a very deadly game that the Roosters have. That's what you get from experience from the Morris brothers right there. So that's number 20 now for the Roosters. That is Pereira getting taped up around his knee. There's the kickoff there. And now Liu gets brought down for the Roosters for the first tackle on their 15. And now that is Tupou for the Roosters. He gets brought down roughly at the same place for the second tackle. And our third tackle here on the 25 now for the Roosters. And Topanua now breaks it through now just shy of the 40, I believe, as the sun's starting to set now. That's number 4. That is Manu. Now last tackle here for the Roosters. Haven't made it past halfway, but the kick will. And it's a high kick there, caught by Dufty. He gets brought down just shy of the 30-metre line for the first tackle. And there's the second tackle there on the 35 now for the Dragons. And now Laurie now. Makes it just shy of the 40 for the third tackle.
That's the way the Roosters like to play.
And now, that is Tarek Sims.
Away from us. Daniel Tupou with that try. Now equal third all time on the Roosters.
Jackson just shy halfway for the fourth tackle now.
Inside the great building.
And now, 45 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle here for the Dragons.
3 minutes remain in the first half.
This is Norman with the kick.
Kicking from the left side of the ruck. Down
And it's been taken there by Tedesco. Sam Walker has got a head bump.
on the kick returns.
Very interesting there to see there. And there's one of the Morris brothers now on the 25 for the second tackle now.
Week against Melbourne. Now another run. Tedesco.
And now Tedesco makes it just shy of the 40 for the third tackle.
Might have earned his side a set restart. I'm sure he should have.
No set restart here at the moment. Now the Roosters still going here. That's Crichton. Makes it past halfway now.
Back inside.
And now 45 metres away now for the fourth tackle.
Roosters. They're on a roll.
Now Walker
Knows it.
gives
Gives it to Liu.
it to Liu now. 30 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle for the Roosters.
It will be outside the 30. Marchke
And it's a kick from Hutchinson.
to Bolt. To Dufty. The chase is there.
Oh, brilliant take there by Dufty with all the pressure on him from Manu.
And he knew he was going to get crushed. Good catch.
And now Ravalawa gets brought down inside the 10 for the second tackle.
Goal the difference. Here's Pereira.
And now Pereira now brings down onto the 15 for the third tackle.
On the 4. Zach Lomax.
Zach Lomax now gets it to the Dragons 25 for the fourth tackle.
Including a try double. Now McCulloch. Switch all.
And now McCullough goes from dummy half, makes it just shy of the 40-metre line now for the fifth tackle.
Last play, Dragons.
That's going to be a kick here for Norman.
The Dragons looking a little tired at the end of that set. It was only a...
Dragons look a little bit buggered, I must say so.
As a result, the Roosters... Oh, Morris fell into
And now that is Brett Morris maybe, or Josh, not too sure.
nice little arm wrestle.
The winger Morris now.
Both teams getting out of yardage sets.
So now here's the second tackle, that is by on Tupou. The try scorer for the Roosters on their 35 now.
So have a look to the Roosters to start.
And now that is, they make it to halfway now, the Roosters, for the third tackle.
Well, you're right, Cooper. Just by the numbers, they're making more set for set.
They've got some good play here now. That is Crichton who makes it 35 metres away from the try line now. Fourth tackle.
Marchke takes off open. Walker through the
There's now Walker is now brought down. Last tackle for the Roosters. 25 metres away from the try line.
58-metre gain for the Roosters.
And there's Hutchinson with the bomb. There's a few players chasing. And it's gone forward. It's surely going to be a 6-man. Morris has gone for a kick. And the Dragons have got the ball.
Over the top. The Dragons come up with a ball with Burns.
So it's a double knock on.
Last 2 kicks that Joseph Manu has
So it's going to be a double knock on. I don't know whose scrum it's going to be.
down the left-hand side of the
I
field.
think it might be...
There's no doubt that they are targeting Ravalawa
Who's the
and allowing
I'm trying to figure this out here. Whose scrum is it? So it was a double knock on, it was to the Dragons. So it's not even a scrum, it's just a changeover. And now that's number 10, that is Vorton. Now makes it to the 15 for the first tackle.
Yeah, Josh Maguire will be ready to come on for Laurie, I would assume. Laurie's looking very tired through that middle third.
Laurie for the Dragons might be coming off, and it looks like Maguire might be coming on to replace him.
9 years in
A very interesting thing to do there. Now third tackle here for the Dragons. Just shy of the 30-metre line. Now that's Vorton taking another charge. Makes it to the 35 for the fourth tackle. Still playing very centrally here, the Dragons, and he's number 15. Here's Maguire now, taking his first run up. Just shy of halfway. Last tackle. Norman with the kick.
some control of his game. Corey, he's
It's high up in the air.
at his own pace. Steady for the kick. Got
And now that's number 5. That is one of the Morris brothers. Gets it to 25-metre line to the first tackle.
loss against the Sharks.
And now Tupou now, still running here. Makes it past the 30. And he gets slammed down by Ravalawa. But he's still up, and now he makes it to the 30 for the second tackle.
They're starting to simplify things and have these Dragons forward.
And now that's one of the Morris brothers who makes it to the Roosters 40 for the third tackle.
Just on the story that Corey passed on about Josh, that was actually 5
And that's number 17 now. That is Collins, who makes it past halfway for the fourth tackle.
years serving his country. Now Marchke on
Now Hutchinson gives it off to Walker. Now Tedesco. Now Manu. Manu past the 30 now. 25 metres out now. Last tackle here for the Roosters. And here's the kick from Walker. And there's running. And Dufty gets the catch, but he gets tackled in midair by Hutchinson, so it's going to be a penalty to the Dragons.
I dare say if it was Joseph Marto and James Tedesco coming through, they might have had a shot at this. And Drew Hutchinson, with all the effort, tried to get there, but didn't have the speed and lacked the timing to hit the tackle. And that's a penalty every day of the week. And that,
So yeah, it's definite penalty. I don't know what Hutchinson's on about. Bloody Dufty still wasn't on the ground yet. So there comes the kick. And the kick's going to be picked up there on the Dragons 30 for a full set of 6. And now number 6, that's number 16, that is Alvaro. Now makes it to the 35 for the first tackle. That is Maguire now taking his second hit up now. He's on the 45 for the second tackle now for the Dragons. And that is Vaughan. He gets brought down roughly the same place now for the third tackle. Now Norman gives it off to Maguire. Maguire's still going here. He hasn't been held. He's still going now. And he gets slammed down on the 35 metres away from the try line now for the fourth tackle. Now they go down the short side here. Now it's number 12. That's Tarek Sims. Sims still going. Gets an offload. Now to Norman. And now that was Dufty who gets the kick, but it goes out for a goal for a 20-minute restart now for the Roosters with a 7-tackle set with 16 minutes 30 remaining in this matchup. Hey, at least the timer and that timer on the actual game links up sort of.
hands to the foot and chase through and score a try. Not only last year, but this year as well. So, Lindsay Collins, you the alarm.
Okay, so now there's the that was the 0 tackle. Now this is the first tackle now for the Roosters on their 35. And that is that him? Yep, that is Jared Aria-Hargraves. He is now on the field. A little bit of a juggle now, and it looks like a set restart here for the Dragons. It is. Now Aria-Hargraves now takes the second tackle now. Now they're 35 metres away from the try line now, the Roosters. And now Liu gets brought down on the 30 for the third tackle. Oh, bit of a dodgy pass now. Tupou's now picked it up here. He's still going. And Hutchinson's knocked it on. So it'll be a scrum feed now to the Dragons on their 30-metre line. A lot of knock-ons, I must say.
Poor error from the Sydney Roosters because it was tackle 4, 6, again restart. They would have definitely had.
What's with Tedesco there? I don't know. Been a bit quiet so far. Hasn't really gotten much of the ball so far in the first 25 minutes.
Dufty loves it. The speed and acceleration, footwork about Dufty around the middle of the field and later in the set.
So here comes the scrum feed now. It'll be fed by Bird. And now the Dragons have possession there. Here comes an interchange now for the Dragons as Vaughan has come off and is now being replaced by number 11, that is Kerr. So I'd assume Kerr, on the team sheet that I've written down before the game, was meant to start, but he was on the bench now. Now there's another set restart here for the Dragons as they make it into the Roosters half now. For the second tackle now, that's Norman. Now gives it off to, that's number 16, that is Alvaro. He's trying to get lit. What's Hargraves doing? He's trying to trip him, the prick. And there's the third. That was the third tackle, anyways. And now, that's Bird now to Ramsey now. 35 metres away from the try line now. They said hold, and he's still not going to go. Fourth tackle now for the Dragons. Now Kerr now. 35 metres, so what? 25 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle for the Dragons. And it's a bomb. And it's been caught by Tupou. He gets brought down in the inside the Dragons 10. So that's one of the Morrises now. He gets brought down on the 15 for the second tackle. Oh, it's a big offload there by the Morris players. Now Hutchinson almost breaking through there, but gets brought down on the 30 for the third tackle. Now Tedesco has the ball. And he'll get brought down on the Roosters 40 for the fourth tackle. And now there's an interchange here for the Roosters as Lewis come off and is being replaced by Butcher. Now halfway, last tackle here for the Roosters. High boot there by Hutchinson. That's been taken by Ravalawa from the Dragons, who makes it to the 15 for the first tackle. Now I believe that is number 20, that is Pereira, who makes it to the 25 for the second. So that's the 35 for the third tackle now. That is number 16, that is Alvaro for the Dragons. Dragons are still going here. They make it past the 40, and that is number 11. That is Kerr. As they'll offload, they're still going here. They're going to go past halfway now. They will. Nice bit of charging there. Now they're 45 metres away from the try line now for the fourth tackle. So that is number 3. That is Bird for the Dragons. Now 40 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle. And now Norman goes short from the sideline. It'll go out. So go out of the sideline at the 20. So it'll be a set restart. Centre field here for the Roosters.
Moving Jack Bird in the 5'8" position, just wanted some physicality and some running through the middle third of the field against the Sydney Roosters. Well, he's done that. He started really well in this game, Jack Bird. He's caught the right shoulder from Sicily to Vanua there, but he will continue to do that. I like his quick touches. He's not worried about...
Oh, it's a knock on here by the Roosters. And it's number 18. That is Burns who has picked it up here. And now they've got a restart on the 25 now. Metres away from the try line now, the Dragons. As there's the first tackle there. 15 metres away now. The Dragons in a good position here. With 11 minutes to go in this first half. That is Norman now. Makes it to the 10. As this is the second tackle. Is this the second or still the first? I'm not too sure. Now Tarek Sims gets held up 5 metres away from the try line. Now it's the second tackle. Now Norman. Now they've got numbers. Oh, it's a good pass. And it's held up there by the Dragons. By the Roosters, sorry. Now short of the line. About 3 metres away now for the third tackle. Oh, and there's something on the kick. And now the Dragons have... Now the Roosters have got it back now, sorry. I don't know what that was about. So now the referee's blown for a Roosters penalty, but he's like, nah, sorry, tackle 1. What? Oh, I don't know what happened there. But now the Dragon, that is number 14 for the Roosters. That is Marsh, who makes it just still inside the 10 now for the first tackle. So now it's the second tackle. That's Tupou who gets brought down on the Roosters 20. Oh, a bit of a gap here almost for... I think that is Hutchins. No, it's number 14. That is Marsh, who makes it to the 30 now for the Roosters on their 30. Now it's Aria Hargraves, who makes it to the 40 for the Roosters on their fourth tackle. And now Walker kicks early. And it takes a bounce, and it's going to be picked up by Ravalawa. Ravalawa gets brought down on the Dragons 25 for the first tackle. And that is Pereira now. He makes it to the 35 for the second tackle. And now that is, I believe, that is Ramsey makes it to the 40 for the third tackle. Oh. As Maguire went down, and so apparently it was a high shot. It's going to be a penalty here to the Dragons. He did take a trip, and I think there was contact with the head. Oh, so it's number 14, Marsh. It kind of, his hand like slaps him as Maguire trips. It's a bit unfortunate, but anyways now, so 30 metres away from the try line now, and the Dragons have a full set of 6 to potentially get a try here. Now it's number 16 for the Dragons. That is Alvaro, who gets tackled just shy of the 20-metre line. Now Norman Gets it off to, that's number 11, that is Kerr. Now 10 metres away now, second tackle. And now Norman gives it off to number 16, that is Alvaro. Just 5 metres away from the try line now, third tackle. And now Norman tries to go to pass, now he's switched it to the other way now. Now it's given to Bird. Bird, still going. And Bird just goes down on the 15 metres away now for the fourth tackle. And now Josh Maguire gets brought down shy of the 10 now. Last tackle for the Dragons. There's a grubber from Norman. And it's been picked up by number 14. It is Marsh for the Roosters. Mine are saying Dragons' attack isn't great today. I think so far both teams' attack hasn't been that great. Now it's a set restart here for the Roosters as Tupa gets brought down on the 20 for the first tackle. And now one of the Morris brothers makes it to the 35 for the second. Good bit of metres there from the Morris brothers by one of them. Aria Hargreaves, he's almost broken through a gap here and he gets brought down on halfway for the third tackle. You don't want to see that man run through a gap. He is very hard to stop. They walk with a great pass. That's great pass playing now. That is Manu, who's given it off to the wing to Morris. And he gets brought down by Ramsey. Fourth tackle now. 15 metres away from the try line now, the Roosters. Walker gets a pass to Hutchinson. They swap. And they try to get offload to number 12. He gives it off to one of the Morrises. I believe it's Brett. And Brett gets brought down on the 5. I think it's a set restart, actually. Yeah, it's a 0 tackle. And now it's number 12. It is Tupanua. And they're saying he's grounded it, maybe. He's gone over. They're going to video ref this. Check the swing. Shut the fuck up, Aria Hargreaves. You got nothing. Shut the fuck up. Holy shit. There's no... Apparently there was a swinging arm on Tedesco, but why check that? That was like 20 sets ago. 20 years ago. So let's have a look. Tedesco. Oh. Oh, no, actually. Okay, that's bad. Pereira with a massive swinging arm on Tedesco. Actually, Aria Hargreaves is right there. That's bad. That is bad. That's a report. That's a sim bin. It's a swinging arm right across the head. There it is. There's Pereira. Number 20 Pereira is in the bin for a massive high shot. I thought Hargreaves was talking bollocks, but no, he's on report and in the bin. And Tedesco will probably have to be taken off now for a HIA.
At least they've been consistent, and that was basically what the rule was brought in for. Because Pereira...
Yep, that's a dog shot. That's a dog shot by Pereira. I agree with Hargreaves on there, calling it back. Because I didn't see there was one, but looking back at it, yeah, that's a fucked hit. That is a really bad hit. So now Pereira will be done. So the Dragons will now play the next 6 minutes and the beginning 4 minutes of the second half with... And then you got 20 Roosters fans who shop at JD Sports trying to give it to Pereira. Now, second half, they're going to go off hard, yeah. So now 6 minutes left. So they went back, so it was a penalty for a high shot. Now, Aria Hargreaves, 20 metres out from the try line now, first tackle. So now they're saying that Manu will be moving to fullback if Tedesco doesn't come back. As the second tackle, just shy of the 20-metre line now. They've got numbers here, the Roosters. Why doesn't Manu pass? He's got 2 players next to him who could have ran in and scored. Why doesn't he pass? Oh, a bit of a dodgy pass there. Now it's picked up by, I believe that's number 18. That is Baker. Now fourth tackle now for the Roosters. Now it's number 11. That's Crichton. Who are you a fan of? Your favourite team? My favourite team is the Newcastle Knights. So I'm a neutral in this. Last tackle here for the Roosters now. 10 metres away. Walker goes over the top. It's a brilliant pass to Morris, who feeds it through to number 12, to Tupanua. And the Roosters have scored. And Tupanua goes over. It is 8-6 with a kick to come with 5 minutes to go. So that sin bin is going to be very costly for the Dragons. Brilliant pass there by Walker. Goes over to Morris and he feeds it through to Tupanua. And he gets the try now. So there we are now. Just under 5 minutes remaining now. With a kick to come. Bearing in mind Walker is 0 from 2. And it's going to be another tough kick for him to try to get. Because they did say Tedesco is their other kicker. But Tedesco is now off the field because of a head injury assessment. So if Walker does miss this, who do they get onto kicking again? So it says Tili Tupanua, that is his 9th try of his career, 3rd for the season. Brilliant pass there by Walker. Brilliant bit of play there by the Roosters. And Walker with the kick, and he's got it. Walker gets his first kick. It took him a little bit, but he finally has got it. It's his 2nd conversion he's made in his career. So 3 minutes 47 remaining. It is 10-6 to the Sydney Roosters. Just need one, and the floodgates can definitely open there for him. And there's the replay, and now there's a kickoff to restart the game from the Dragons. And now that is Tupou who's taking the first hit up there, and he gets brought down on the 15 for the first tackle. And now that is number 18. So Pereira's still got 7 minutes, 7 seconds until he comes back on the field. So he won't come back on till the first 5 minutes of the second half. So third tackle there was on Ria Hargreaves on there, 30 for the Roosters. And Walker, it's a good fast play there to the try scorer, Tupanua. Tupanua still going, and he's now 35 metres away from the try line now. The momentum out there is very much now in favour of the Roosters. As Manu holds on and gets brought down. No, he got... Oh! They said he went forward, but now Tarek Sims brings him back down. 25 metres away now. Last tackle here. Oh! Walker with a weird banana kick to Morris. He gets an offload, still going. Tupanua kicks it, and it's still in play, but it's gone out. So it'll be a Dragons ball on the 10-metre line. Bit interesting kick there by Walker. But he has produced a set piece from a try, and he has gotten the conversion, so hopefully it works with his confidence in his very early career. So 2 minutes 20 remaining now until half-time. So there's a second tackle on the 15, I believe that is for the Dragons. Now that's number 11, that is Kerr, who makes it to the 25 for the third tackle. I'm getting too old for this shit. Yeah. So here comes last tackle on the 45 now for the Dragons. And there's Byrne with the kick, and it's been picked up here by the Roosters on their 20. So that's number 4. That is Manu now. Makes it to the 30 now. Morris gets an offload here. It's a brilliant charge there by Walker, and he gets tackled for the first tackle on 45 metres away from the try line. Really good bit of play there. Almost a breakthrough there for Butcher now. 35 metres away from the try line for the second tackle with 1 minute 12 remaining. Number 18. There's Baker. Baker's through. He's still going. And he gets brought down 5 metres away from the try line now. Third tackle. And that's a set restart as well for the Roosters. So there's 1 minute remaining now. Why is Walker kicked? And Morris has taken the catch. So it's a first tackle. And a Tualipa. So now second tackle. Just shy of the line. 43 seconds remaining. Walker gets an offload, and it's another try. Number 16, it is Butcher who has scored for the Roosters. With 30 seconds remaining, brilliant play there by Walker to get the pass to Butcher. And it's 14-6 now with a kick to come. Walker has improved in the long game. He has gone really well. Brilliant run there by Baker to almost score straight away. So it should be a relatively simple kick, but I shouldn't really say that. So now with a kick to come, it's 14-6, and that will be the... If it goes over, it'll be 16-6, and that will be the end of the first half. There goes the siren, so it is now half-time, so there'll be a kick after the siren to make this potentially a 10-point game in favour of the Sydney Roosters. Brilliant tackle there. So now Walker there to convert the try that he assisted in making. It's Nat Butcher. He gets his 6th career try then. So here comes the kick from Walker to Sam Walker now to make it 2 or 4. So here it is. This kick now to make it a 10-point game going into half-time. Here's Walker. And Walker's kick, and he's nailed it down the middle. Here's 2 from 4 now. So going into the break, it is 16-6. And it looks like Tedesco has passed his HIA. Because he's come back onto the sideline now to meet his team. So now I'm going to go in for a little bit of a break for the half-time, and we'll be back for the second half. There we go, the microphone is now on. So there is big news coming out of the half that Tedesco is out. He is not coming back for the rest of the game. So it's going to be very interesting to see what will happen. I believe they said that Manu would go to fullback, I believe. There he is. Tedesco is out from a HIA from that shot by Pereira. Yes, here come the Roosters now. Both teams now on the field, about to get ready for the kickoff of this second half. And to be fair, the game previous to this, it was 18-6 at half time to Manly, and Manly ran away with it. So will the Roosters run away with this, or will the Dragons come back? It'll be very interesting to see what will happen because of Tedesco being injured. But then again, it's only a 10-point margin, so who knows what actually may happen. So the Dragons are kicking off. The Dragons are kicking off, running that way. So the Roosters will get the ball first. There's the kickoff now. We are underway here for the second half. And Aria Hargreaves takes the first hit up and gets brought down on the 15 metres for the first tackle. And now that's number 19. That is Ikuvalu to the 30 for the second tackle. Now that's Tupanua, who got the second try for the Roosters for the third tackle. Now it's number 16. That is Butcher, who got the try just before half-time. Fourth tackle now. They've gone past halfway now. As Aria Hargreaves now gets held up. 45 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle here for the Roosters. And there's Hutchinson with the kick. And that's been catched by Ravalawa. And Ravalawa gets brought down on the 10 now. And Pereira will be coming back onto the field in 2 minutes 35 seconds from his sin bin. So now there's Tarek Sims, who gets brought down on the 35 for the third tackle. The one thing that the Dragons don't want to do is concede any more points before Pereira comes back on to make it an even playing field. Now fourth tackle now on the 40. Now Dufty makes it past halfway. Last tackle here for the Dragons. As they go to Norman with the kick. And it's a high boot there, and it's been caught by, who's the fullback? I believe that is Manu, who's replacing Tedesco at fullback. I think so. Yep, there it is. There's Aria Hargreaves now to take the second hit up. No, it's not Aria Hargreaves. It's actually Akavalu, who's now on the Roosters 30 for the second tackle. Here's Aria Hargreaves now, who makes the charge to get past the 40, and he's now on the 40 Dragons 45. Roosters 45. Sorry, for the third tackle. Now I believe that is Butcher now, who makes it onto halfway for the fourth tackle. Here it is. Pereira is now back on the field. He is no longer sin-binned. Roosters still have it here. And a long pass there from Walker to Morris. Now Morris now, still going. Beautiful offload there to Tupou. And now it's a catch to Crichton. Crichton's still going. They're in the 10. And it's a big chance to Hutchinson. And he's lost it. He goes down trying to ground it like 3 metres away, then loses the ball. And oh, hang on, something's happened. There's a 10 in the bin for the Roosters. What? So Ben Marchkey is in the sin bin for the Roosters. I don't know what actually happened. So what happened? So there's a brilliant play here for the Roosters. Hutchison loses it. So apparently it's a penalty to the St. George. I think it's probably a professional foul. So I'm assuming the ball rolled out and it went to get up to do the 20 metre tap. So let's have a look. What does Marsh do? Oh, and Marsh just brings him down for no reason. Brings Bird down for no reason. So now the Roosters have a player down for the sin bin. It is a professional foul, to be completely honest. I do think it is kind of deserved for being a sin bin. So now Ben Marsh, 10 minutes in the sin bin now. And now number 11 here for the Roosters. That is Kerr. And Kerr's lost it for the Dragons. Sorry. And now that's Brett Morris who gets brought down on the Roosters 45 now. What a crazy first start now. That was for the 0 now. Now here's Josh, I believe. Who now makes it 40 metres away from the try line now for this first tackle. Dragons here to take this opportunity now with the Roosters being down a player. And now that is number 11. That is Crichton now for the Roosters. Just short away from the line now. 10 metres away. Third tackle. Hargraves. Hargraves 5 metres away from the try line now. Fourth tackle here for the Roosters. And now that is Manu. Manu gets held up and he's just short of the line. Last tackle here for the Roosters. And they go short and it's gone off Crichton and it's going to go forward. So it was a knock on. So it's going to be a play the ball for the Dragons on their 10.
We saw Tarek Sims do this in the first half, basically the same play to grass. Running straight through to Benua for a close range try. They try to do exactly the same thing there, the Roosters. Victor Radley moves into dummy half.
So there was the first tackle on their 20 now. And there's the second tackle for the Dragons on their 30.
It's a knock on from Crichton now. The Dragons have it. How do they manage the game now?
The Dragons need to do something here. They've got a player advantage against the Roosters, and it's a chance to get back into it. Now it's number 15. That is Maguire, who gives it off to Norman, and now Norman will get brought down just shy of halfway for the fourth tackle. Now Maguire. Oh, that's the number 12. That is Tarek Sims. He gets brought down 35 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for the Dragons. Norman with the kick. So Ikavalu catches it and he gets wrapped up inside the 10 for the first tackle. Good take by Ikavalu. And now Tupou gets held for the second inside the 10. Now I believe that is Crichton. Gets up at the third now. We're just playing really quickly now. That is Manu, I believe. And the pass has gone to nobody. Now Hutchinson has picked it up. And Hutchinson gets brought down just shy of the Roosters 40 for the fourth tackle. And it's an early kick here. I think it's Walker potentially for a 40-20. But it's a brilliant take there by Dufty. And Dufty runs straight through and he gets brought down on the Dragons 30.
Like the Roosters did with the left winger Pereira going off, they send that everything attack going right.
And now that's Pereira coming back from his sin bin. He's now on the 35 for the second tackle.
To the centre field position. Hopefully that the
So Marsh still has 6 minutes before he comes back onto the field. So he'll be back on with 26 minutes remaining in the game. So fourth tackle here for the Dragons. 40 metres away from the try line now. Now Maguire. Maguire try to break through now. Looks like Walker copped a little bit of a foot swing and now they're Maguire now. Last tackle, 30 metres over the try line now. Norman tries to get off to Sims. Sims is through. Can he get a pass off? No, he doesn't. He gets wrapped up 5 metres away from the try line. It'll be a changeover here for the Sydney Roosters. So the Roosters still have about 5 minutes without March. There's the first tackle on the 10. And now that's Tupou. He gets brought down on the Roosters 20 for the second tackle. And now that is number 11. That is Crichton. He gets brought down on the 25. And that's for the third now. Aria Hargraves Powers through now, makes it 2. The Roosters 35 for the 4th tackle. Almost a big charge there for the Roosters, but they make it past halfway. 45 minutes away from the try line now. Last tackle here for the Roosters. And there's the kick from Walker. It's a high bomb. It could get picked up here on the 15 here. Oh, and it's a knock on by Pereira. And now the Roosters has picked it up here. 10 metres away from the try line now. 7 tackle set now for the Roosters. Now Walker. Walker goes himself. And the young player has got... Oh, has he? Oh. Need to be careful. Now Walker, he might have scored here. They're going to review to see if he grounded it. He might have been held up here, but surely he scored. Might not say I'm going for the Dragons, but tip the Roosters. That is a good tactic. That is it's what I should usually do with the Knights. I go for the Knights, but I tip against them, so it's a win-win. So has Walker grounded it? Oh, no. Oh, no. Walker somehow gets held up. The ball is like that close from hitting the ground.
How desperate are these shots of trying to prevent a try being scored?
Oh.
There's the ball in there. Again. I don't think he gets down.
Oh, he does. So Walker's able to push it down. He finally gets tipped down. I think he gets pushed down.
Now this one, no try. Just looking to determine if there is any contact from Roosters drivers.
Yeah, there would have been. Yeah. So it was pushed down there by number 16 for the Roosters, by Butcher, to put it down. So it did hit the ground, but he was pushed down and would have been held up.
Just so we're playing on to the stage, we're looking for a grounding. Yeah, so he can Butcher. That's right. You can push your own player, but no contact with an opponent. If he touched, if it's touched.
Oh, so okay. So if Butcher pushes Walker and he doesn't make contact with the Dragons player, it's completely okay.
And that decision will be Sam the Kid.
So that means Sam Walker, if this is going to be confirmed, has scored. Sam Walker has scored for the Roosters.
How can you influence the game?
There it is, a brilliant bit of a shaky start there for Sam Walker, but he gets a try.
Force the error from Pereira, and then you just play
So there it is, it's 20-6 with a kick to come now.
advantage line. Show and go, take him on. And this is him just playing in the backyard at Ipswich. Gets the ball, the up-tempo. Ravalawa goes out. Big Paul Vaughan can't stay with him. And then that Butcher just lands
Matt Butcher with the push to get Walker to ground it.
back-to-back touches from Sam Walker. First the kick.
That is a teamwork moment, so Walker will score and make it 20-6 if they're gonna.
About 220k at his back. Sam Walker, who weighs 78k, is ringing.
I don't know, it's not updating yet, but Walker now to convert his own kick. 10 minutes gone so far in the second half. So he's had 2 try assists already today. He's already got a try now. This to convert his own try to make it 22-6 to the Sydney Roosters. And the thing about this, we have minus a player for the Roosters here. And there's the kick, and he's got it. He converts his own kick, and it is 22-6. I do not know why this scoreboard is not updating. For some stupid reason, it is not updating.
Your third game on ANZAC Day on Fox League.
Is it going to update, or... It must be late, I apologise. Must be just a little bit late. Because that's going to sound like 9 minutes have gone, but it's actually been like 10 so far. So they've still got about 3 or 4 minutes until March comes back on. So there we are, there's the kickoff. And Ria Hargreaves takes the first hit up and gets to the 20 for the first tackle.
Back in the day. Sam Verrills is back on. Welcome back, Sam. Grand final try scorer.
Now that's number 19, that is a Akavulu. Valu, sorry. Makes it to the second to the 25. And now that's Crichton. He makes it just shy of the 40, I believe. That's number 16. That is Butcher. Makes it past halfway now for the 4th tackle. Oh, what a run! He's put it straight through. Who was that? Number 9. That is Verrills. Goes straight through the gap now. And now 15 metres away from the try line. Last tackle for the Roosters. Morris. Gets an offload. Hutchinson. Now to Tupaniwa. Still last tackle. There's a kick over. Oh, and it's been taken perfectly there by Dufty. And he brought it down 5 metres away on the Dragons' 5 for the first tackle. So March has still got a 1 minute 56 remaining. So he'll be coming on in the with 27 minutes to go. So the 13th minute. There's a 3rd tackle there for the Dragons. And now Ravalawa makes it past the 30 for the 3rd tackle. No, 4th tackle, sorry. And now that's number 10. That is Vaughton. Making it just shy of halfway now. Last tackle here for the Dragons. And it's booted by Norman. And it's caught by Akavalu, who's probably gone back to the wings. And he slams him now, gets brought down on the 25 for the first tackle. And now that's Manu, who gets to the 30. Oh, an offload there now. Now Crichton gets a ball off to Morris now. Morris goes Ravalawa, and he's trying to give an offload, and the ball has gone out. No, it hasn't, but it's going to be a knock-on anyways by the Roosters, so it's going to be Dragons' ball. And here's the thing though, yeah. There's still 27 minutes. And they're only down by 3 tries, 2 of which are converted. They've still got plenty of time to come back here. But so here we go. So the Dragons will get the ball on their 35 for the first tackle. So now number 18. That is Burns. He makes it past this. Now it's the Dragons now. Still going now. And they're 45 metres away from the try line now for the 2nd tackle. Now Norman. Oh, Norman almost lost it, but now he's still got possession here. That's Tarek Sims. He makes it to 30 metres away from the try line now for the 3rd tackle. And Norman's gone for an early kick, but it's been taken by Tupou. Calmly as you like now. Oh, that was around the neck. That was around the neck. That should be a penalty to the Roosters, but there's the first tackle on the 10. And now Morris, that's Josh, who makes it to the 20 for the 2nd tackle. Oh, it's just a grab, okay. So that was the 3rd tackle now. That's number 17. That is Collins. He makes it to the Roosters 40 for the 4th tackle. Now Rhea Hargreaves now. Trying to make it to halfway. He just about gets there. Last tackle here for the Roosters. And it's a kick there by Hutchinson. And it's going to be tough here for Ravalawa. It's going to roll out. No, it won't. And oh my God. Low power. But Ravalawa gets back, but he gets dragged out regardless. That is some great defence here for the Roosters. Now they're going to check to see if it's going to be a scrum feed inside the 10 or a goal line dropout. And I believe Marsh should be still on the field here. I believe he should still be on the field now. Ravalawa does try to make it. So they've given it a goal line dropout. So dropout here for the Dragons. I think it's probably preferred in that situation rather than a 10-metre scrum. So now the Roosters now coming in now with the charge. And there's the first tackle, 30 metres away from the try line now. Now Rhea Hargreaves now takes a charge. He makes it past the 20 now. About 15 metres away from the try line now for the Roosters. Now Hutchinson, now gives it to Crichton. Now Crichton's out inside the 10 now. Third tackle for the Roosters. Quick play the ball now. Rhea Hargreaves now, still going. Gets brought down. Fourth tackle here for the Roosters. Oh, there's a big pass! And he's held up, I believe. Oh, has he grounded it? They're going to check for Collins, and they've given the try. So Collins has scored. It is 26-6 now. They're just going to check this to see if he grounded it. He probably did, because the referee probably was right there to see it. So Collins, who was meant to be on the bench, actually makes the start, and now he gets a try for his pleasure from the pass from the number 9, that is Virils. They're going to see, did he ground it? Well, I'll probably assume he did. So there it is 26-6 now with a kick to come, and it's relatively near in front. So it could become 28-6 in favour of the Roosters, who now have got their man player back. Oh, yep, he's grounded it. Yep, that's a try. Collins has grounded it. Good opportunity there taken there by the Roosters, and now to make it a potentially Morley out of reach for the St George Dragons. Lindsay Collins there. 1 try, 8 runs, 79 run meters. That means he averages roughly around 10 meters per run. That's pretty good stats. So here comes now the kick from Walker. Are they going to show it? No, they're going to keep replaying it. Well, he grounded it. It's a definite try. Oh, the referee was right there, so it definitely makes understanding that he did ground it. Now, Walker now to make this 28-6. And he's kicked it. The confidence is in there for Walker. It is 28 points to 6 with 23 minutes remaining. Don't ask why the scoreboard's late. For some, I don't know what's happening. Oh, hang on, the timer stopped. There might be boom, boom, boom. They've stopped the time. Maybe they're just trying to the process of updating it. Because this is basically the scoreboard bit is on NRL.com, so it might be a little bit dodgy. So there's a kickoff there for the Roosters now, as Rhea Hargreaves gets brought down on the 15. And the next game coming up is the Melbourne Storm versus the New Zealand Warriors in Roger Tuivasa-Sheck's final ANZAC match. Because apparently he is definitely going to rugby next year. Up there we go. Now it's 26, so eventually be 28 now. So there's the third tackle here for the Roosters, who makes it just shy of the 40 for the third tackle. Now Rhea Hargreaves now on the 45 get brought down for the fourth. Almost a brilliant run through there by Virils. He's going pretty good so far. Last tackle, 45 metres away from the try line now. Hutchinson now. From the short side, it's a big bomb. And it's been taken there by Dufty, who's beaten one. But he gets wrapped up there by Tupouniu and Morris. He gets brought down on the 10 for the first tackle. And this is the thing, yeah, even though Tedesco didn't do much, he does bring a big presence on the field as Ravalawa now takes the ball to the 20 for the third tackle. But I must say, this is very impressive so far from the Roosters. And here's number 8, here's Laurie, as he gets hammered by Rhea Hargreaves for the fourth tackle. On the 25 now. Not many metres being made here by the Roosters. Oh, good pass here. They've got potential a number here now. And it's given it to Ramsey with the kick. But it's been picked up here by Manu. And Manu gets brought down on the Roosters 45. Good bit of play there, but good recovery there by the Roosters. And now that's number 19. That is Akavalu, who's now on halfway now. Now is Tupouniua. He makes it to the 40 in the Dragons half. 40 metres away from the try line for the third tackle. Now that's Hutchinson. Now that is Butcher. He makes it to the 35 away from the line. Fourth tackle now. They go down the short side. Hutchinson tries to give it off to Morris. He's given an offload here. Now Walker has it. Now they're still going here. And now that was Liu. Now 15 minutes away from the try line. Last tackle here for the Roosters. Walker gives it off to Manu. Manu to Tabanu. He's still got possession here. He held on to it. Tries to pass it back. Roosters still got it. Walker. But Walker trying to get an offload. No, he can't, but he was held. So he's going to get a change over here on the Broncos. What the fuck? On the Dragons 20 for this set. As we're officially crossing now to the halfway point of this second half. So 20 minutes to go. The Dragons definitely need to pull their finger out if they want to come back into this match. As Josh Maguire now takes the hit up, but he makes it to the 35 for the second tackle. And now that is number 7, that is Clune, who makes it to the 45 for the third. And now that is Burns. An offload here. Norman. It's given off to Vaughton. Vaughton now goes to the charge on Walker. And Vaughton gets brought down 35 metres away from the try line for the fourth tackle. Now McCulloch with a spin. Oh, and he gets dropped there by Clune. And now the Roosters have got possession. It's going to be a knock on there. That was a good, clean tackle hit there by Crichton. That was a normal hit, wasn't it?
Has just picked out one of the smallest men on the field and give him everything with that right shoulder. Look at that. He saw that coming a mile away. McCulloch goes out to the left-hand side, comes back to the right.
Is that clean? Oh.
From Crichton.
They did look at Clipper's chin, though.
Stands over the top of it as his teammate Jared Warrior-Hargraves loves it, smile, and gives a clap to his teammate.
That's almost sadistic, really. Front row is what they find funny. Poor little Adam Clune.
So now it's a scrum feed here for the Roosters. It's a mix up there with the scrum feed. So it's going to be on the Roosters 25, this scrum feed. Now Tupou gets brought down on the Dragons 30. I mean the Roosters 30. Why do I keep saying the fucking Broncos? Now second tackle, that is Josh Morris, who gets brought down on the 35 for the second tackle. Now 17, I believe that is Collins, who makes it to the 40 for the third tackle. And now Crichton. 45 metres away from the try line now. Fourth tackle here for the Roosters. Now they go down the short side here. And they're through here, Hutchinson. And he's now just brought down just shy of 20 metres away from the try line now. Last tackle here for the Roosters. Walker now goes for a kick. He goes a bit sidewards. And it's caught by Morris. Still last tackle. Number 19. Tries to go for a grubber. Still in play. And somehow has kept it in and has pressured Bird to run it out, and it'll be a goal line dropout here for the Dragons. Good bit of play there by Akavalu to keep it in play. That was a brilliant piece of play.
Just to defend and give space and get boot to ball. We saw Ramsey do it 5-10 minutes earlier. We've seen Brett Morris do it a number of occasions for the Roosters and Matty Akavalu. That was
So here comes the goal line dropout here from the Dragons. You'd have to feel only one more try from the Roosters would probably signal game over. As there's 16.5 minutes remaining. I will not lie, but that motorcycle rev did scare the shit out of me. So 15 minutes off the try line now for the first tackle. Now Hutchinson gets brought down just shy of the 10. Is that Hutchinson or is it Collins? And now they've got numbers here. And it gives it off to Tupanua. And he's been dragged about a metre away from the line now. Third tackle for the Roosters. Now, big hit on Collins there by Fui Maiono. That was a fourth tackle now. The Roosters now over the top, and it's caught by Ravalaira. But it's been lost again now. Josh Morris has now have it. There's going to be a 7 tackle set now. 7 tackle set now. That was a 0 tackle. Now Liu now gets brought up on the 10 for the first tackle. Gator says, happy with Walker trying his hardest. Yeah, he had a bit of a shaky start, but I think he's playing consistently well now in this bit. Oh, as Bradley gets brought down. Now second tackle. And Manu now gets held up for the 5 minutes out for the third tackle. Oh, bit of a dodgy pass there, but Walker's picked it up. Fourth tackle. About 15 metres away from the try line now. And now Liu now gets held up just shy of the line. Last tackle here for the Roosters. Now they go down the left side now. Grab a kick from Walker. And it's picked up by Ravalara. And it's forced a goal line dropout again from the Dragons. This is good time consuming here from the Roosters to give the Dragons no chance of coming back even if they do score.
Sam Walker at the start of that set, which got the Roosters another set of 6. And then there was nothing doing that whole set. Sam Walker, years of experience beyond his age, just nice little deft kick in behind and sets it up again. Now, Roosters here, good ball attack. I think you got to go to Angus Crichton. His ability one-on-one with Adam Clune on that left.
So now here comes the goal line dropout here. And they've gone short. It's been knocked back, but it's going to be a penalty because it didn't go past 10 metres. So it's knocked it back beforehand. So it's a Roosters penalty. You'd think... I think what you should do in this situation is take the 2. Because if you take the 2 now, that means that the Dragons have to score 4 consecutive tries just to tie. Yep, Walker's calling to take the 2. That is a smart move there. To make it just... Oh, no. No, they're not taking the 2. They're going for it. There's the first tackle. 5 minutes left of the trial, and that's Crichton. The Roosters want to try to fully confirm it. That's number 17. That's Collins. Dragons getting no runs, just straight drop kicks. That is a very good tactic that has been implemented there by the Roosters. Now Manu now. Manu's gone straight through, and he's going to score, and he's gotten a try, and that should be it in this Anzac Day clash. The Roosters have won. There is no way now that the Dragons can come back now. There's 13 minutes left. So it's 32-6 now, and it's a try under the black dot. So it should be a very easy kick there for Walker to make it 34 points to 6. So the Evil Empire gets another win. So Manu just slips straight through a gap, easy as you like. Solify said, I expect better from the Dragons for a top 8 team this year. Back-to-back tries by the Roosters, yeah. It's just... I think it's just 5th against 6th. So Joseph Manu, first try, 150 run meters and 8 tackle busts. A good performance here by Joseph Manu. So there, here it is. An easy kick here for Walker. They pause time, 11 minutes 50 remaining. Now Walker to make this 34 points to 6, a 28-point game. And there's the kick. He's nailed it. 34 points to 6. That is 14 points to Sam Walker.
It's a convincing victory here at the moment, 34-6 with 10 minutes remaining for the Roosters, and they're doing a great job. And there's been some wonderful performers, but one of my favourite players, I love watching Bossy off the back of it.
And I gotta say now, I do feel a little bit worried because the team I support, the Newcastle Knights, the next game is against the Roosters, but it's in Newcastle. Solify says, I think the Dragons will win their next 2 because they got the Tigers and the Bulldogs. The Tigers, they just look hopeless at the moment. The Bulldogs, Dragons might be pretty interesting. And then they play the Storm, and God knows what's going to happen in that one. So there's the kickoff there from the Dragons. So apparently there's just been news here from the Warriors. Reece Walsh is apparently he's on the reserves, but he might be playing. He's making his NRL debut on Anzac Day against the Storm. That's a big occasion there. Now there's a third tackle here for the Roosters on their 35. And now he gets brought down on the 45 for the fourth tackle. And now that's a kick there by Hutchinson. What would Dragons be doing after the Dragons would be doing after this game? No idea. I have no idea what they do. I think they get a fucking they get a spray. They wanted Roosters to win, but now there's no way there's no way Dragons can make a comeback. Yeah, there's no way. They need 5 converted tries to win this game by 2 in 10 minutes. So third tackle here for the Dragons on their 35. And now Lomax now's got the ball. He's making a pass halfway for the fourth tackle. And now Norman. Do you think the Dragons miss Ben Hunt? Because I just remembered, yeah, Hunt's not playing. I think Ben Hunt might be the key element for the Dragons, maybe. Now, last tackle here, and there's a kick from Clune on the 45 now. As we now got 10 minutes left in this game now. Oh, Tupper, that was a forward pass. That was a forward pass by Tupper. I think they played better without him. Okay. So that's number 7. Now it's Collins who's had to come off the field there for the Roosters. And now the Roosters there's a second tackle on the 30-metre line now. Run meters now. Jarrett, and all the top 5 run meters are all Roosters players. Lindsay Collins, Josh Morris, Daniel Tupper, Joseph Manu, and Jadaria Hargreaves in ascending order. I saw the Dragons train yesterday. What did that look like? So fourth tackle here, 40 metres away from the try line now. Walker makes it to the 30. Now 30 metres out. Last tackle here for the Roosters. And here comes the bomb from Hutchinson. And Dufty's going to take, and that's a brilliant take. And Dufty gets put over. What? And momentum was with the defenders, so it's going to be a goal line dropout again to the Dragons. Roosters are going to be fucked with Eels versus Roosters. That's going to be a fucking brilliant matchup. Also, actual Dragons players play. I was so happy. So 8 minutes 29 left. Here's the drop kick by the for the Dragons. Another short kick, but it's been picked up. Oh, and Tupper's thrown it over the sideline. So the Dragons get the ball back here on their 20. A bit of a chance maybe to get a consolation to get to the other side of the field with 8 minutes remaining.
So potentially next week, like the Roosters at the start of season would have been thinking, Tedesco's our fullback, Keary is there, Lachlan Lamb started as halfback, Jake Friend is our hooker. None of them potentially will be there.
So now that's Tarek Sims now gets brought down for the first second. Here's the Roosters' next 5 games. They've got the Knights away, Para away, the Cowboys at home, the Broncos at home, and the Raiders away. So I hope they get 1 or 2 tries. It's sad seeing this score. Other game, I was wrong. Everyone isn't going to be injured on Dragons, but James Tedesco is injured. Yes, he is. That is our 4th tackle here for the Dragons on the Dragons 45 now. Just under 7 minutes remaining now. As Maguire does a spin there, spins off Baker. And the Dragons are still going here. I think it's number 13. I believe that's Phil Maono. He gets brought down on the 25 for the last tackle. Oh, it's a bit of a gap through here. Dufty has broken through, giving it to Favalara. And Favalara goes for the stride, and he's put it down. But the grounding is good, so the Dragons have scored. And Ravalawa has gotten a try. So the Dragons have gotten a constellation here. Lynn Ryan, Great pass there from Clune to Dufty. Dufty goes around Ravalawa on the sideline. Tries to still go, and he powers and gets a try.
Nice. Have a look at the speed and acceleration off the left foot. Beats Sam Verrills.
Solify says, I thought the Dragons would be going good without Teddy. That's great strength there by Ravalawa to stay in and get that try. So it's 34-10 with a kick to come with 6 minutes remaining.
Away from his assignment, but Ravalawa
So it's going to be Lomax now with the kick.
the left shoulder and went good.
This to make it 2 from 2 from the night. He's kicked it, and it's going to be short. So it's going to be remaining 34 points to 10. While they pause the time, with just under 6 minutes remaining. I'm fairly certain the Dragons aren't going to score 24 points in 5 minutes. At least they scored at least once. But they still want. Yeah, they will definitely not. They're not coming back from this.
Maybe a case they score the first and last tries in the match. Still some time to go. Next week starts.
So here we go. Here comes the kickoff here from the Roosters.
Get a read on the Dragons now after back-to-back losses with their loss to the Warriors, but before that, it was a full match win.
It's okay. It's just one try. Roosters are still in it. Yeah. No, they're gonna come back now. You say that now. The Dragons are gonna score 5 tries in 5 minutes now. You watch. So now there's the first try on the 15. Dragons' next 5 games are the Tigers at home, the Bulldogs at home, the Storm away, the Cronulla away, and the Tigers away.
Tigers again. Their next 5 opponents, next 5 games.
Good, because I tipped Roosters. It's a set restart here for the Dragons. There's the first tackle just shy of their 40-metre line. With 5 minutes 30 now remaining. As Alvaro now makes it to halfway for the second tackle as he gets brought down by Radley. As that's number 1, that is Dufty who gets brought down 40 metres away from the try line now. Third tackle here for the Dragons. Now Maguire to Norman. As Clune gets brought down there by Brett Morris. He's 35 metres away from the try line now. Fourth tackle. Now Maguire gives it off to Alvaro, who gets brought down about 25 metres away from the try line. Last tackle here for the Dragons. And Norman goes for a kick over the top to potentially get a jump from Ravalawa. But Tupou's tried to catch it. It's gone behind, and it's a try. But they say it's a knock-on against the Dragons. Okay, so they're saying Ravalawa. You should get an Xbox and get Rugby League Live 4 and play the matches of the round. I do have a PlayStation. I know you can get Rugby League Live on the Play Store, but it's like $70. So, might be something to think about to get. So, Daniel Tuba gets held up on the 10 for the first tackle now, with 4 minutes now remaining in this matchup. Who got the try? The try was Ravalawa for the St George Dragons. Depending on because there was that swinging hit there from Pereira. Will he get suspended? Oh, it's a knock on there by the Roosters, and now the Dragons are picked up here. That's Laurie, who's now going to get brought down on the Knights 40. I don't know, like I'm so new to the channel. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, I do have a PS4, so maybe we could. When I'm playing some Rugby League video games, I do remember I played the Rugby League 3 on the Wii back in the day. Oh, it's number 12 there. That's Tarek Sims now, 20 metres away from the try line now for the second tackle. As that's Maguire now. Now it's given off to Norman. Now to Dufty. Dufty goes for a grubber kick here to try to get a try, but it's been birded away there by Walker. So it's going to be a goal line dropout here for the Roosters. 4 is way better. So 2 minutes 50 remaining. It's going to be a goal line dropout here for the Roosters. And I think now we got one more game at 6:15. It is the Melbourne Storm against the New Zealand Warriors, which should be a very, very interesting encounter. And there's a take there by the Dragons, and that's Laurie who gets brought down on the 30 there for the Dragons for the first tackle. And now that's number 16. That's Alvaro who makes it to 15 metres away from the try line now for the second tackle. And now Norman.
From McCulloch and Norman. Big team news out of Melbourne. We've been telling you about Reece Walsh. They've got Roger Tuivasa-Sheck named on the wing. Here's Maguire.
So, very interesting news. They should make a Rugby League 5 for 2021. Yeah, they definitely should. Dufty now trying to break through. Still inside the 10 for the 4th tackle. Just big news coming out from the team sheets for the Storm Warriors game. Tuivasa-Sheck is starting on the wing. That is a very interesting call. Still 4th tackle here for the Maguire. Gets an offload now. Norman. Clune. No, Fuimaono. They're still going here, the Dragons. There's another offload. Now Clune has it. Norman goes for a grubber. There's a chance to score, but it's been swatted away there by Brett Morris. As there's 90 seconds now remaining in this game. They're going to let time run down to take this kick.
We've seen Brett Morris do that throughout his career. No matter what jersey he wears, he fights for every inch, and every play is super important to him. That was perfect reading and understanding the game. And Duffy was a threat chasing through on grubber kicks. He just gets in a position with 79 minutes gone in the game.
And there's the kick from. There is the goal line dropout. As there's 50 seconds remaining now in this matchup. There's the first tackle there on Bird. 25 metres away from the try line now. Can they get one more just to end this matchup so that the score looks somewhat better? They've got numbers here, and that's Lomax going for a grubber. And it's going to be swatted away by Tupou for a goal line dropout. So there's 30 seconds remaining. No comeback, there is no way. No, they're going to score 4 tries. They're going to score 5 tries in 20 seconds, mate. It's happening. It's happening, bro. Trust me. So there it is. 17 seconds remaining. Time is winding down. They're going to just probably take the kick and kick it into the dead. Yeah, they're not stopping time now. 10 seconds remaining. And the Sydney Roosters are going to take another win. Have beaten the Dragons 34 points to 10. A very dominant win there. So there. So now that is 2 of the 3 ANZAC games done. We have 1 more to go, and it's probably the most frustrating one. This is one I've been to. It is the Melbourne Storm up against the New Zealand Warriors. I'll be starting that stream in about a couple of minutes, so I'll hopefully see you all there. If not, hope you had a good day. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you later.